Hi, this is Pastor Marty from the Afternoon Drive. Well, outgoing CIA Director John Brennan launched a friendly little warning to President-elect Donald J. Trump just 5 days before the inauguration. Appearing on the Sunday shows, he made it very clear to the President-elect, you better not blow off the intel community. You're going to need us. You better not blow off the intel community. We can say anything we want about you. Now you know what I have been saying is absolutely true. There is and never was a Russian connection or a Russian hack. This has all been designed on purpose. This has been designed by our own intel community. Blame it on Russia and use it as leverage to control the incoming president. Make him think at any time, we can expose you, Mr. Trump. Even if it's not true, we can just make it up.
Chief Foreign Correspondent Richard Engel. Richard.
Good to talk to you.
Might be the story of the century. Might be, we don't know.
It is very, very strange. And this has been bouncing around for several months now. There have been a lot of allegations, I would even call them rumors at this stage, that the Russians put together a file on Donald Trump, compromising material, compromising him financially, compromising him personally.
Stuff that he did that was bad, that they had documentation of.
That they caught him on trips to Russia and neighboring states doing nefarious things, and that they have evidence to back it up, and that he effectively fell victim to a Russian trap. This is the allegation, and that they have assembled this file of compromising information on him, and that they're just waiting at any moment to either use it or use it to blackmail him so that he is sort of a puppet. I've heard these allegations for a long time. I've heard very, very specific allegations, times, places, amounts of money, specific activities. I haven't been able to prove any of it.
You've been chasing this story to see if you can document it.
I've called people in Russia. I've called leading experts. I've tried to chase it down in this country. And I'm not the only one. Other reporters have been given this kind of material and have been looking into it and haven't been able to prove it. And I called some of the sources who were sending this my way, and I said, okay, you have this material. You say it's as compromising as it is. Show me the proof. Show me these tapes that supposedly exist. Show me the records of the money that was supposedly paid. All of these things, these allegations that, if true, would be incredibly compromising. So far, I haven't been able to find anything.
So why is this coming out now, then?
So that's what's the interesting thing. There are lots of rumors. These rumors have been circulating for months now. Why would the intelligence community then today boil it down to 2 pages and drop it like a bomb on President-elect Trump, on many senior leaders in Washington, and on the president himself's lap? Why do it right now? And that's the question. I was told by a senior intelligence source that the reason they did it is the intelligence community is angry. The intelligence community effectively wants to put him on notice, saying, look, you're saying all these things about Russia. Be careful. There are all these allegations out there. Are any of them true? And I was told, quote, we can't help you, Mr. Trump, unless you tell us more. We need more input from you.
These allegations are out there. We need to know if we need to be taking care of this.
And lastly, that there was a concern that these allegations just in themselves could become a distraction and make it difficult for him to govern.
That is absolutely stunning. Rachel Maddow sat there literally not knowing what to say to her own NBC foreign correspondent, Richard Engel, who said there's nothing to this golden shower story. There's no corroboration, there's no proof, there's no evidence, there's no nothing. Yet BuzzFeed ran with it, CNN ran with it, and Donald Trump smacked it down at his press conference. And the intelligence community is stunned because they thought they had a way to control the new president. You need to understand, whether you are a Republican or a Democrat, right or left, progressive or conservative, it isn't about left versus right. It's about right versus wrong. It's not about you and me against each other if we come from a different political ideology. It's about all of us against them. And them means the government. Do you understand that every incoming president, whether he be Democrat, whether he be Republican, somehow, some way, the powers that be within inside the oligarch have found a way to control, to influence the president? Sometimes it was friendly. Sometimes the president may not have even been realizing he was being controlled as he's being fed false information from the intelligence community. Do this. Stop this action. Make this happen overseas. Can you say weapons of mass destruction that never existed? And Donald Trump's not having any of it. He's not going to be controlled. And so what John Brennan said over the weekend to me is just more verification. Russia was not involved. And if they were involved the same way America is involved in trying to gather intel on friend and foe. No, this was the NSA. This was the CIA. This was our own intel community letting things out there. They didn't particularly like Hillary. And they felt that maybe, just maybe, they could control Donald Trump. They thought wrong. This kind of reminds me of when J. Edgar Hoover felt slighted by the incoming Kennedy administration. Hoover had been appointed by Roosevelt, loved by Truman, coddled by Eisenhower. But during the Kennedy years, he felt slighted. He wasn't meeting regular with the president. So he was then gathering intel on his own president, illegal wiretaps on his own president. Is that what the intelligence community is saying they're going to do to Donald Trump? They're going to keep more of an eye on him than the real menaces around the world? And if anything should happen to Donald Trump, where do you think we need to look? I'm Pastor Marty. Join me on the afternoon drive, Monday through Thursdays, 12:05 and 5:05 on AM 840, WPGS, Local840.com, TuneIn Radio, and of course, Radionomy. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, share it with everybody. Thanks for tuning in.